Hi guys, my name is Manale Akol. Thank you for all those who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. And if it's your first time on my channel, make sure that you subscribe. Yes, you subscribe to my channel so that you get notifications whenever I have a new video out. Don't worry, you haven't missed anything. You can still check out my previous video on this channel, and I was discussing how perspective can actually improve your life. Remember guys, I am sharing my personal experiences, so this is not all set and solid, meaning that it's not professional advice. It's advice coming from my heart, just saying, you know what? I believe in sharing stories. I've learned so much from so many people, and I'm in a place where I'm like, I also want to share things that I've been through for the benefit of others. So I come from that angle. Yeah. Anyway, to get into it today, I'm going to be talking about the value of ourselves. In other words, the importance of valuing yourself. We all have different stories of how we came about or how we got to a place where we understood for sure that we have value. And not only understood that we have value, but we started living from that place. So my story pretty much started very rough. When I was young, I struggled a lot to have self-value. I felt like there was something missing. I didn't, I would say, understand my self-worth, if I can put it that way. So when I was 6 years old, me and my younger brother lost our parents in a car accident. And so we then moved to live with my grandmother. My grandmother was amazing, guys. I'm blessed to have that woman. Thank God for her. So we started staying with my grandmother, and we were young. I was not even sure what's happening. I was just like, okay, something is different, but it is what it is. To cut a long story short, soon after that, I think I went to high school. When I was living with my grandmother, things were all well and good. I went to high school, to boarding school, when I was about 11 years old. So when I was in this boarding school, obviously you meet different types of people from different backgrounds. You know how a boarding school is. Those who've been to a boarding school, it can really teach you a lot about life, but at the same time, it can be rough, guys, boarding schools. But anyway, so I'm in this boarding school, and basically I haven't had a conversation with myself about how people feel about me, having parents. I mean, I was not even open about it, but I haven't, thought about the fact that there was something awkward with that. I grew up with it. For me, it was normal. Yes, I was still young, but I was just like, yeah, whatever, it is what it is. So here I am with the girls, and we're just talking, and obviously people will be like, so, my mom, when you're in boarding school, you tend to sit together and just talk about stuff, about so many things. So I'm with my girls, and it's like, hey, yeah, so my mom this, my mom that, and all of those things. And I think for the first time, it dawned on me. I was like, wait, okay, wow, seems like everybody here has a mother. Okay, so it made me feel uncomfortable, and I was not sure how to react to that or how to deal with it. Anyway, I didn't say anything. I would just keep quiet. Sometimes I would speak about my grandmother, and that would be it. So obviously people would wonder, okay, but like, where's your mother? When people ask where's mother, I was not really sure what to say. I was like, okay, yeah, let me just say it as it is. So my mother passed away, and more often than not, the response that I would get would be, oh, shame. Oh, shame. South Africans with shame. I think this word shame is just misused. But anyway, lovely my South Africans. So they would say things like, oh, shame. Oh, it's so unfortunate. Oh, that means you're an orphan. I didn't like that response because it made me feel like there was something wrong with me, and I know they didn't intend to do so, but that's how I felt. I felt like, oh, okay, what's up? Like, okay, And so going forward, I was not very comfortable being open about it because one, I didn't want to be a burden. Two, I didn't like the way people felt sorry for me because at home, my grandmother was like, there's nothing wrong with you, you're my child, and all of those things. I understood the circumstances that I was in to some extent. But now going outside, I realized maybe there is something wrong with me. Like, what's up? Is it me who's not seeing it? But anyway, so what happened is I started hiding it. I was not really open about the situation. I would just sometimes even lie about it. When someone would be like, so girl, where's your mom and all of those things, or anyone who would ask really, I'd be like, oh, you know what, she's on a trip somewhere working, and I obviously wouldn't feel good, but I did it because I didn't want to be labeled as a certain person or whatever. As you can imagine, my confidence took a nosedive because from that age I started feeling like there was something wrong with me. And feeling like there's something wrong with you, that means you're not as open as you should be, and you then think and believe that your circumstances or what you've been through defines you, which is not the case at all, but that's what I thought at that time. And so I would withdraw with so many personal things. If it's like very surface topics and all of that, I was cool. And I didn't want to have the conversation with myself in terms of what is happening. It was just what it is. And so when I got, I would say, reintroduced to myself, when I got to understand that my value is beyond me and my self-worth or value is not in what I've been through, my circumstances, or anything anyone has said or has not said, but is more deeper than that, and it is bigger than that, is when I accepted Christ into my life. I was around probably 14, 15 when I became a Christian, and that turned my life around to understanding who I am and what is it that I'm created for. It was not just, of course, the whole, my purpose has been a journey to finding my purpose, but basically just getting to value myself and being like, you know what, I have been through what I've been through. Yes, it is, I would say, unfortunate or not ideal, but it's my life, and I'm not that. Who I am is more than that, and what I have to give and offer is more than that. There's nothing to be ashamed of it, because as you would know, the enemy, the devil, would want you to basically feel ashamed about the things that you have been through. Most of us have grown up in so many different family dynamics, and somehow, some way, unfortunately, we have let the things that we come from, or the families, or the upbringing that we've had, however way it is, to define who we are. And most of us have gotten stuck in there, and we have been unable, one way or the other, to have healthy relationships with other people because we have not resolved within ourselves what is it, about where we come from, that we are uncomfortable with or we are willing to change. And somehow, some way, it makes you accept certain things into your life that you don't necessarily want, but you think maybe you should, because you haven't drawn a line to say, this is what I'm about, this is me, and this is what I'll accept. So today I'm just going to be leaving it right there. Next week, guys, I'm going to be continuing with this discussion of the importance of valuing yourself. I want to hear from you. What has been your journey? What is it that has happened in your life that has made you somehow, some way, either devalue yourself or doubt your self-worth? And us sharing these stories is just saying that we humans, we have life experiences that shape us. but we rise above that. We are not to be defined with that. I understand that most people that grow up without daddies, there's this tagline that says, oh, she grew up with a daddy issues, and all of those things. That is just statistics, guys. That is just what it is. I mean, yeah, the fact is, obviously, there are things that you go through if you don't have that role model in your life. But what I want to say is, it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to be statistic. You don't have to fall into a certain category. My life has been for the better, especially of other people, because of what I've been through. Had I not probably went through what I've been through, I would not be the person that I am. I would not be able to easily relate with other people on some level because it would not be my experience. And I know that we South Africans, we've got a lot different family dynamics, and most of the time we don't sit down and really think about how these different things have affected us. We continue to live life like nothing happens, and we continue, unfortunately, to make choices that don't favor where we would like to be because we think we deserve this much instead of quality, quality life, quality friendship, quality relationships. Um, yeah, where I'm at right now, probably when I was younger, people would be like, oh, maybe because of the situation, shame, maybe life we'll just see what happens. But I'm grateful that grace rewrote my life, and um I'm where I'm at because of the grace of God, grace of my wisdom, but it's because of Christ in me, the hope of glory, who has guided me through my life with all my imperfections and has decided to let me know that I didn't bring myself into this world, He did, and therefore He's the one who's going to determine what my value is.